Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be talking about dating apps and the downfall of dating apps. For the people who are using them, they are quitting on a daily basis, and I wonder why. I have never used dating app. I have heard so many bad experiences, especially in today's age and time. So let's check out why people are done with dating apps.
I'm just officially done. I don't ever want to swipe again in my life. I don't ever want to have the stupidest conversations in my life. I am good, and I'm just gonna focus on meeting people in the wild, like the good old days, right? I've seen actually so many women on this app especially talk about how like they're done with the dating apps and they're gonna try just like putting themselves out there and opening themselves up to meeting people in person. And I do feel like we need to get back to that. And a lot of what's on the dating apps is trash, but I also have to take accountability because I don't really like who I am on the dating apps either. Really, in any of like my past relationships where I've like seriously dated somebody, and if you're one of those people and you're watching this, I'm sorry, I might offend you right now, but I wasn't like initially super attracted to them. It was as we got talking and I got to like feel their energy and get to know their personality, where that attraction, I'm like, oh, okay, I like you. And I just feel like that is so impossible to do on the dating apps, and
It's hard.
I'm just over it. Here's to meeting people in the wild.
You are basically judging a person based on some description text and pictures. That is very difficult. Like, you need to meet a person in real life and give them an opportunity to talk with them and see how the energy and the aura vibes. So if you are literally just judging based on pictures and the text, like, of course you are going to be very critical. And that's why a lot of women tend to not even give a chance to men on dating apps. But also, sweetie, why can't you do both? Like, why is one eliminating the other? Why don't you like have try opportunities everywhere?
Okay, do you want to know when I knew it was time to get off Hinge? It was when it occurred to me that I was watching these men grow up. Okay, you know when you see the same guys over and over again for years? I was on the app a few times. I saw a guy and I thought he was like a new guy. I'm like, oh, he's kind of cute. And then I'd scroll and then recognize a familiar photo and be like, no, that's Jacob from 2023. Jacob, what are you still doing here? Also, what am I still doing here? And that's when I was like, I think it's time to go.
Ay. Literally, if you see that you have been for years on the same dating app and now you are circling back to the same people, yeah, I guess then it is really time to move on.
I'm done with dating apps, and I'm more done with clubs and bars expecting to meet a level-headed guy.
Clubs and bars to meet level-headed guys. What are we talking about here? No, you will never meet a match, a person, a partner, like almost never. Okay, there is a percentage, of course there is, but it's so low. You are not supposed to meet the love of your life in a club, all right? Like, no guy is going clubbing meeting the love of their life. At least that's not their initial intention.
I'm more done with clubs and bars expecting to meet a level-headed guy. Girlies, go to run clubs, join book clubs. I don't know, for all I care.
Yeah,
find a hobby
smart.
that you like and try to find a club or a community that associates around it. I went to my first run by myself on Valentine's Day because I was like, you know what? These people can eat chocolate and get fat. I'm gonna go on a run. You gotta have that mindset. Just go, okay? You never know what's gonna happen. If I can do it, you can do it. So go to that run club. It is currently 5:40 p.m. and I'm drinking this ginseng water because I cannot drink caffeine at this hour before a run. So I still want to stay healthy, super good and carbonated, and ready for this run.
I don't know if she'd like literally just made an ad there for us quickly without realizing it. Anyway, that was actually a great advice. Find a hobby, something mutual, and then if you find a person, at least the initial conversation is going to be pleasant for both parties because you are going to be talking about things that you like to do, or at least you are going to be doing something you like to do, and then in the way you're going to be meeting each other and talking about each other, and yeah, who knows, maybe sparks happen. And if they don't, God forbid they don't, you had a pleasant time doing something you love to do because it is your hobby. Like, come on guys, get out there, but not clubbing.
Okay, so yesterday I go to delete Hinge, right? Because I'm like, I'm over it. I'm done with Hinge, I'm done with dating, and I'm done being discouraged because I'm so sorry everyone is atrociously ugly. No offense. So I go.
You cannot say atrociously ugly. You could have been so much more pleasant about it. They were unattractive, and still add the no offense, which I will not be offended about. Do the same. Judge her on the same level of attractiveness that she is judging others. You know, like if she was more humble about it, I would not even mention anything. But in this type of case, I might be judgy a bit. Like, do you own a mirror? Look at yourself. You're not a 10.
Atrociously ugly. No offense. So I go to delete the app and then it tells me, wait, are you sure you want to delete or do you just want to like refresh your feed? So essentially it like gets rid of the algorithm of everybody it thinks that I would like. So I hit yes, my feed refreshes and suddenly I'm seeing the hottest guys I've ever seen in my entire life. Like, I literally ran out of likes on Hinge within 5 minutes. Usually I like one guy every 200, and this was like, heart, 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 heart. Everyone who was sitting in my roses section was suddenly just like in my feed. So I don't know if everyone knew about this, but if you didn't, give it a try and let me know what you think.
I know like never say never, but
That's
I
a good
never
advice.
want to make a Hinge profile again in my life. Like not just Hinge, like any dating app, dating site. I don't want to do that. I'm leaving that energy behind in 2024. I think it's a humiliation ritual at this point. I am just sick of like endlessly scrolling, finding mediocre matches, half-ass conversations that don't really go anywhere. And the one thing that I've really found dating apps to be toxic for, especially like me as a woman,
so
is you
cute.
start seeking validation from external people. I don't want to do that. Like I don't want to give.
I don't think only dating apps are an issue here. I think social media, Instagram, TikTok, like anywhere you post yourself or your life, you are being judged and you are asking for validation. Like, this is the thing, you guys. If you put yourself out there, you need to be ready for that type of really weird situationship with others.
I start seeking validation from external people. I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to give my energy to that. If you are trying to genuinely meet someone, build a meaningful connection, go to the places where you just like light up, like things that you like to do. For example,
Exactly.
like workout
If
classes,
you are
coffee
fun-
shops, networking event.
The
you
same
meet
advice.
the people that are right for you when you're doing things that you love, because you find them to be in those same spaces.
And you are literally gonna be in your most fun kind of zone, which is very attractive, especially to men. They are attracted to fun. So if you are fun, bubbly, you love where you are actually sending that aura, and then they are gonna be attracted to it. So make sure that you are first and foremost having fun solo, by yourself, not actually having to rely on others to have fun. And then things are gonna open up. And then, by the way, at the end of the day, even if you do not meet anyone you like, you had fun. Like, simple.
Things that you love, because you find them to be in those same spaces. If you see me on a dating app in 2025, like, I give you permission to report my account, because that was me.
Why do they
That
give up
wasn't
though
me.
on the
I
dating
have
apps?
been off of the dating apps best 7 months of my life. I was just over it. If I'm not full throttle, I don't think it's gonna work for me. It does work for some people. I found that so many of the guys that I was meeting were just like a little bit more reserved and shy. Maybe that was just my luck. I want somebody who will come up to me in the wild and like be in the same spaces as me naturally. And I realized that
very
they are
strong.
addicting. Maybe this was just me. It just became part of the rotation of apps that I would check every day and like frequently. I would wake up and like see who liked me. It became this weird validation thing, and you just match with so many people and sometimes not even talk to any of them. What are we doing here? I find myself thinking and like hyper fixating on like dating more and like finding my person more, which is never a healthy way to date. I trust it's just gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. I'm enjoying being single more because I feel like the apps have a way of putting what you don't have in the forefront. You really hyperfixate on the fact that you're single. I'm not matching with anybody good. I'm not finding anybody good. I'm going on all these bad dates, and then like suddenly all that you're thinking about is how you're single and nobody's out there. Because I'm not on the apps anymore, I'm not having this like limited negative narrative in my brain anymore about dating and men. I'm like, oh, he's out there, like he's probably just fucking some other bitch right now. I just have such a healthier and happier mindset about it all. More hopeful than ever. Which is funny because it's almost like I've taken myself off the market a little bit. I'm just excited to see who's presented in front of me, and like I'm putting out the energy that I'm open to people coming into my life. and it's working. If you like the dating apps and they're working for you, 100% use them. Don't feel pressure to use them if you don't want to use them.
Oh wow, thank you for letting us know that you are giving us the blessing to use them or not to use them. But anyway, like, I genuinely do not understand people saying put yourself out there but then take yourself away from an opportunity on a dating app. If there's a percentage of meeting a person, then yeah, I do understand the energy of like constantly having to check on it or whatnot, but how about you do not constantly check on it? How about you put it somewhere, you do your own thing, and then from time to time you come back and check on it? I don't know. I have never been there, so I don't know like the downfall of that. Let me know if you have been using dating apps and how does it feel like. Does she make sense what she's saying, or does it make sense more what I am saying?
So I've decided I'm gonna delete all my dating apps, and here's
this guy is on a dating app looking like that and being frustrated and wanting to actually delete it. What is wrong with him? Come on. Do we have eyes? Do we see?
why. I've been traveling for the last week. I was in LA by myself for 4 days, and I've been in Vegas now for a work conference. And when you travel alone, it makes you, like, it forces you to be extra outgoing and like go and make friends and go and meet new people. And some of these people I've met on this trip in the last 7 or 8 days specifically are people that I would never have swiped right on any dating app. Like, they were just people that might not have been my type, or people that I just, just looking at them, I don't get good vibes from. Well, let me just tell you that I've met some of these people, not people that I didn't swipe right on, just people that I wouldn't have swiped right on. And some of them have been amazing, literally amazing people. And like, I know it's not gonna go anywhere, I know it's not gonna do anything, but just the idea of me swiping left on people because I don't like their vibe or they're not my type or whatever, but then you can meet people in real life and they are completely different and they're so amazing, and
no shit, Sherlock.
Like, again, nothing's happening, but I've just made some amazing new friends that I would have normally never have made. And you don't go on dating apps to make friends necessarily. You go on there to potentially meet like a future partner or whatever, but I feel like sometimes making friends is equally as important as meeting your potential partner. I don't know if I'm really making any sense at this point.
No, 100%.
But yeah, that's why I'm going to delete dating apps, because I'm swiping left on majority of people just because I'm insanely picky. Meanwhile, I could be meeting some amazing people. So
there is nothing wrong with him. He's just being picky. Now I get it. Like, I mean, some people can be more picky than other people. I think he can be a bit more picky than other people.
I'm just going to keep traveling alone, going to random places, sitting at the bar by myself.
I can't
ordering
do
dinner,
that.
Ordering drinks.
How do
make a hell
people
of a lot
do
of new
that?
friends. And yeah, maybe that's
Anna, introvert versus an extrovert. Oh my God, when he said meet the love of my life. Like, literally, you guys, there are introverts and extroverts. Like, we are not gonna be sitting here and telling everybody to go out there and just sit all alone and make friends. I feel like in this time and age, people would rather not do that, especially the introvert homies like me. Okay, I am like kinda introvert, kinda extrovert, something in the middle. Like, I ain't a Sith, I ain't a Jedi, I'm something in between. So I honestly think that dating apps could be better for people who are introverts and who do not initially can go out or would want to go out and make friends in a club or somewhere.
I said I was done on the dating apps.
Maybe that's I'll eat the love of my life. I don't know.
I said I was done on the dating apps, and I thought I was, and then I got sad and I re-downloaded them, and now I'm going to tell you a story that is causing me to delete them again because I've come to my senses.
Okay, let's hear it.
I matched with somebody, we were talking for a few days. It was fine, it was cool. One of the few people where I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. And yesterday, he asked me if I had plans on Friday night. And I said yes, because I do. And I said, well, how about Saturday? I'm off on Saturday. And he said that we had opposite schedules and he has plans on Saturday night. And I said, okay, what about Sunday? And he responded something along the lines of like, you know, I might be free Sunday night, or like there's a possibility I'll be free Sunday night. And I thought about it. And finally I sent a message back that I thought was very cordial and kind of like no pressure. But I sent one back saying, okay, well, I like concrete plans, so why don't you let me know when you're free, and we will see if the timing aligns, Sunday or afterwards.
The guy has plans on Sunday with his homie, and he just messaged you that while figuring out how to cancel on his homie, and then you send that while he is literally struggling, figuring out, trying to make time for you on a Sunday. You don't know why he messaged you that exactly. It could be this version that I am saying, where he was really trying to go out of his way to cancel some plans that he had on Sunday so he can make time for you. That's why he said he might be free on Sunday, not because like he's gonna wake up Sunday morning and think like, oh, should I meet her or not? Like, why are we always thinking of the worst version ever? Why are we villainizing people and putting them on the spot before we even like make space and place for them to explain themselves so we can understand them better? You made it so professional. You were so hard here. And he's like, nah, I ain't dealing with this, bro. Like, if this is how it's starting, imagine later on when like there are emotions and whatnot. Nah, we ain't dealing with that.
I thought that was fine because I'm not a last
It was too much.
Girly.
And that is all right. That is completely fine. And he said he might be free on Sunday, but it's not even Friday. What do you mean last minute? I would understand if he messaged you on a Sunday morning telling you that, but you have days ahead.
And I need to know that something's happening. I'm not going to keep my Sunday night open for a tentative plan, and I don't expect you to do
Sunday,
that either. So
bro.
either you're free or you're not. We're doing something or we're not.
Bruh, chill on a Sunday. And if something happens, something happens. If not, Netflix and chill by yourself. Like, wow. Like, really? Really? I'm not gonna keep my Sunday open. What are these people? Like, busy every single day? She's busy on a Sunday. Friday, busy on a Saturday, busy on a Sunday. Like, what do you mean making plans? You have to make plans ahead of 7 days? Like, come on.
And I woke up this morning and I had been unmatched.
Yep.
I don't understand.
That's actually the refusal there.
I don't understand.
Today I deleted the final dating app that was on my phone, and I would like to tell you why. I live in Dallas, Texas. I am 33 years old. I've been single for about 3 years now, and it wasn't until about 3 to 5 months ago that I truly let myself try again. And in doing so, I challenged myself to be on these apps for at least 3 months. Give it 3 months. Try to actively be on there. Pay for premium versions of it if you have to. So I had Hinge, I had Tinder, and nothing really came of it. I'd chat with some people, but it would really go nowhere. I was not feeling any connection. And today I decided I'm getting nothing out of this.
You know the hard truth and the reality of it all. Like, I would understand if people, especially guys, would give up on dating apps and find any type of alternative that will help them out. But unfortunately, the only alternative would mean that you have to go out and make even more effort than dating apps. And I don't think a lot of men or women even are ready for that. I feel like they would rather than stay single. And that's why in today's time and age, the percentage of people being single and choose to be single is way higher than before. Because it is very difficult. It became somehow very difficult to find friends, to find soulmates, partners. Like, doesn't matter. It became so difficult to meet new people. And we don't have a lot of options besides, like, as we mentioned, the hobbies, or maybe if you are still like teach schooling or whatever, like you have something where you have to go out and do something. But what am I going to do like now? Go out and meet someone where? Even if I go and sit solo in a coffee shop, people will leave you alone. They almost never approach you, especially in Germany. Like, they don't do that. They are respectful of your privacy because they love their own privacy as well. So it is very difficult to meet people.
I think it's actually making me embarrassed when it shouldn't, right? Because we are all allowed to find somebody our counterpart, but
no embarrassment.
I have not been on a date in quite some time, and being on
Not
these
the only
apps
one.
here in Dallas, Texas, gay dating, it's very hard, and I just don't feel like
he's gay too.
fit in
I
with
feel like
what
it's even
is
harder than
wanted here.
if it's like
And of
serious.
course, everyone has preferences. I am not anything unique. I have my preferences as well, like what I feel is my ideal type, etc.
Don't they have like specific dating apps for gay people or LGBTQ to make it even easier for them? Or it's just like you have checks on dating apps? I feel like they need to make a specific dating app or a different dating app. It would be so much easier, unless they already do have it. I honestly, I think they do. If not, like somebody's going to become a millionaire doing it.
But I still have this feeling in the back of my mind that my person isn't here.
Oh, yeah, he wants a serious relationship.
So I deleted the app, thinking, what am I doing on there?
Oh my God, I genuinely feel like it is even harder for gay guys to find a partner out there. Like, it's not like you put a badge on yourself and you say, I'm gay. Like, okay, like some people you can already know from the way maybe they behave or the way they're dressed or the people they hang out with. Like, you can actually kind of guess. But there are people who you would never guess, and like they're not gonna like go out there and say, "Hey, I'm gay, I'm looking for a guy." Like it has to be like specific clubs. But I feel like in those clubs, nobody's like paying like attention to be serious or find a serious partner. So if I genuinely think, but if you're gay, let me know otherwise. But I think that is more difficult for gay guys to find an actual real life partner that they can stay with and find love.
I'm not happy being on there. I'm not talking to anybody. What value does it bring me? So I guess all that to say, I'm going to challenge myself to potentially meet somebody out in the wild.
Hey, look, he goes to the gym.
Not.
Maybe he will meet someone at the gym. I genuinely think he should share more on social media his gym adventures or what he loves to do. And maybe there he will meet someone. Like, we don't need dating apps. We have social medias. Like, share your hobbies and stuff that you do. Find mutual people on same hashtags or whatever, or tags. And then maybe from the comment section as well, you're going to meet people. And at least it's not going to cost you anything premium. And you're going to make friends that share the same hobbies. Just put yourself out there in the world, not only on dating apps. But yeah, I'm going to stop here. There's plenty of those videos. So if you're interested in part 2, let me know in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you agree with me or not. And what was your experience when it comes to dating apps? Do you use them? Not? And do you think it is this time and age the downfall of dating apps? Which I'm not celebrating, but I also am not against. So hopefully we find a better way for the future for people to meet, and we don't have a lot of single people who don't want to be single, who want to find a partner. But yeah, that is it. Thanks so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye.